Hey everyone. So today I'm going to be talking about the deliver component of your comprehensive school counseling program, which is the most important part because we spend 80% of our time in direct service to students. And that's really where the heart of the counselor program is, in your relationship with the students that you serve. So just a second. And okay. So the deliver component defines the methods school counselors use to provide activities and services to students and for students. This component consists of two broad categories: direct and indirect services. 80% of your time should be spent in direct service to students. Direct services has been defined as face-to-face interaction, which includes counseling, teaching, assessment, training, classroom guidance, etc. This includes instruction, appraisal, advisement, and counseling. Indirect services are provided on behalf of students as a result of the school counselor's interactions with others. So through indirect services, such as collaboration, consultation, and referrals, school counselors enhance student achievement and promote equity and access for all students. So again, 80% of your time, you're counseling, you're doing guidance lessons, you're meeting in small groups, you're running into kids in the hall and chatting with them there. You're making yourself present and available to them. But the other 20% of the time, you're working with parents, with teachers, with outside service providers, to collaborate with them to make sure that we're providing the best possible environment for those students that we can, to help serve them and help them achieve. You're also advocating for students during this time. So direct students can include individual counseling. So you can meet with individual students to address needs, concerns, and barriers to success. You can meet with students to address attendance and school performance. You can check in with students to identify progress. And you can help students maximize their potential and make decisions in advising, like helping them pick the right classes, explore interests, make decisions regarding like AP and IB and post graduation plans and things like that. Of course, that's not, your individual counseling isn't limited to these things, but these are some examples of what you could spend your time doing. You're also going to be doing group counseling. So you'll pick specific topics in small group sessions, academic study skills groups, peer mediation training with students, and non-confidential small group sessions such as new student groups. Specific topic small group sessions, which, we can't guarantee confidentiality, but you might be able to do some more psychotherapeutic work, mediation between students, and psychoeducation groups. So group counseling can also be an area where you work on closing the gap. So you might work with an at-risk group of students or a group of students on study skills that are struggling in a particular area. This is also a way that you can meet your annual outcome goals by addressing specific needs in small groups. Direct services continued. So we also have our classroom and a large group guidance. So facilitating classroom guidance lessons, you're meeting the counselor. Well, these are not the right standards, but you're gonna, for special topics, you'll facilitate the implementation of career or college day. You're gonna facilitate the implementation of school-wide character education presentations to students for transition to middle or high school. You're gonna do bullying prevention classroom guidance, student parent orientation presentations, leading a college access scholarship presentation for parents, facilitating a financial aid or student parent information nights, facilitating career day or career night for students and parents, and co-teaching collaboratively with teachers or conducting a home visit. So you're not limited to these things. These are just examples of what it might look like a day in the life of a counselor in direct services, which is 80% of your day. And then you have indirect services. So this is where you're consulting with teachers, parents, student support personnel, and referring agencies, etc. So some examples of these might be participating in parent-teacher conferences. You might consult about a specific student with community and school resources. So school psychologists, social workers, administrators, DSS, and other community agency service providers. You may want to consult with teachers, parents, or other school personnel about a student's functional behavioral assessments. You might do referrals to outside agencies for specific student family services, and calling in and working with the crisis team regarding specific students. And then the student success team consultation or grade level consultation with stakeholders regarding a student's behavioral concerns. So basically, you're just consulting with everybody on behalf of students and advocating for students in the process. So a lot of times you might need to educate a teacher or advocate for someone in a group meeting. So now we're going to talk about ethics, advocacy, and collaboration and consultation. So ethics are extremely important, and we follow the ASCA ethical standards. School counselors partner with all relevant stakeholders, including students, educators, and parents and guardians when student assistance is needed, including the identification of early warning signs of student distress. Advocacy. School counselors advocate for students and the profession by delineating the roles of student service providers, such as school social worker, school psychologist, or school nurse, and identify best practices for collaborating to have an impact on student success. So a lot of times advocacy can come in the form of trying to educate teachers or nurses or even administrators sometimes on mental health concerns, or even like issues related to a specific concerns in a child's life. We have to balance, confidentiality with maybe attempting to get a stakeholder invested by letting them know kind of what's going on with that student or what that student needs. And then collaboration and consultation. So school counselors consult with school counselors and other education. Oh, that doesn't make sense. So counseling and legal professions when ethical and legal questions arise. So you're going to consult with other school counselors. So you can call up your neighboring school counselor or someone in the building. You can talk to other education professionals, other counseling professionals, and or legal professionals when ethical and legal issues arise. If you're a member of the Texas Counseling Association, they have someone on staff, a legal person on staff who can help consult with you. The American Counseling Association has that service as well. So if you're members of organizations, there's someone you can call. I mean, it may not be immediate because you don't have them on retainer, but there is that service out there that you can use as a member of professional organizations. So that's good to keep in mind as well. So just to review, direct services are the heart of the counseling program. It's literally the most important thing that we do. We provide that loving warmth and care to the students we serve. So we do that by teaching them, we do that by counseling them, we do that by advising them, and just meeting them where they are every single day and being cool, being an inviting, fun, warm person to be around that kids can relate to. So, all right, I'm going to stop us there and let me know if you need anything. Thanks.